Hey everyone, today we've got a serious issue on our hands. Our Oophaga histrionica bullseye dart froglets are growing fast, and it's time for them to move out. Why? Because if they stay too long, their dad might, well, let's just say it's not a happy ending. So tonight, we're building a brand new home for these tiny critters. Let's dive in. First things first, these little ones need a safe spot to live, so we're headed to the pet store. With urgency in the air, we rush to PetSmart and Home Depot to gather the essentials for our froglet haven. After some searching, I found this 18 by 18 by 24 inch enclosure right here at PetSmart. Surprisingly, it's not only affordable, but comes with some extra stuff. Though a heads up, most of these items aren't typically recommended for reptiles, but for our frogs, some of them will do just fine. Alright, let's prep this tank, but first we gotta clean it out. There's quite a few items in here, but one that is pretty concerning is this compact fluorescent UVB bulb. These don't actually provide much UVB and they're not recommended typically. For our frogs, it's not a big deal because they don't really need UVB and it will do for now. But if you have any kind of reptile, I really don't recommend this. Now that it's cleaned out, our next step is to drill the glass. And I figure you probably want to stick around and watch this just in case I break it. Keep in mind that when you're drilling glass, you need to keep the drill bit cool and the glass so that you don't crack the entire panel. To do this, just put water, like you see here, on the glass before and during the drilling process. Another pro tip is put something underneath the glass that you're drilling, because that little piece of glass could fall out and hit your glass on the other side of the tank and crack it. Now I'm adding my bulkhead that will fit 1/4 inch tubing and sealing that. This is where we're gonna install our 1/4 inch tube and our valve, and this will be a drain for our water in case the water level gets too high. Next up is our actual drainage layer. Now this is a layer of clay balls or lava rock or charcoal. A lot of people use a lot of different stuff. On top of that, I'm going to add this permeable mat over the drainage layer, and that will further keep soil from getting down into the drainage layer. Again, this is to keep my drain from getting clogged, and it's also to keep the soil from staying wet, which could cause problems health-wise for our animals. Next, we're going to add our substrate, which for me is a mix of organic topsoil, play sand, sphagnum moss, and coconut coir. And you can see I'm putting in some leaf litter here for ground cover and to help with humidity and to keep our little froglets' toes from getting all dirty. Now meet our little helpers, springtails. They'll be a treat for our froglets and keep their home spotless. And it's looking a little brown, so let's add some green with this pothos, which is very durable. Now I'm going to give everything a really good soak to help get the humidity levels up right away and to make sure the plant has some water. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Look at these adorable dart froglets that I put next to a colored pencil just for size reference. They're settling into their new home, which they'll have until we can determine their genders. And there we have it, folks, a brand new home built in just one night. If you enjoyed this build and want to see more, like what's behind the tank if you noticed that during the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, keep exploring.